brothers and sisters. Viviano Chow, I salute you. Comrades Adi Felix, I salute you. John Coker, I salute you. We just have to head anyhow we can. I salute you, my people. Kevin, I salute you. We just have to do what we can to help. Happy Sunday to those who know Christ from the true heart. Why today is not Sunday is a day that we should remark as a day we call Easter. We met the word Easter as usual. Baba, hey, Baba, oh. Yes, so brothers and sisters, that is IDP camp. I want to salute you all this very great morning, Easter morning. In short, I salute you now. May the good Lord bless you all. Please kindly do what you know how to do best. Sharing isn't paid for. Sometimes when we talk to each other, we might be a healer. That is why sometimes you see, I salute you, Kevin F.A. You're welcome to the house. There are somehow the way you can touch your screen of your television with someone who is really carrying anointing. By touching the screen when that anointing is coming out, you will see one person will be healed. Respect to Saratin, I salute you from far. La Sisse, if you want a brother, I salute you from far. Happy Easter. From we that who really know the meaning of Easter. Not like some people that who are kissing the members in the center of a place built that they call House of God. I salute you, Ogogo One. Respect from far. Happy Easter Day. Nelly, I salute you from far. Happy Easter Day. We are just moving forward. It be one taste more, but we just have to do it well. Good things are very, very difficult to get. But when it's bad thing, you see people are rushing in there. But nobody asks the reason why bad thing is always cheap. A bullet in a magazine is very, very cheap. A bullet to kill human being that you know that it takes you more than many years before you can achieve one seed called a human being, called a baby. Some people look for it for many years. Many years they could not get it. I salute you, Elvix. You're welcome to the house. Some people work day in, day night. Some men shake their waist for almost 17 years, 20 years. They cannot get it. But a bullet that is very cheap will just take one's life within a second. Very difficult to get. It's a shame that you still see people still associating themselves in a place built as called a house of God, but turning it to the other way around. And today you still see a lot of people gathering there in search of, I don't know what I would call a greener pasture, or in search of miracles. Where in the scripture or what we have been hearing all the day, that there is nowhere we have seen where Jesus Christ were healing people by kissing them, by washing their feet on their head, on human being's head, or by asking them to go and bring their money to come and sow seed, or by asking them to use their house, their cars to sow seed. It has never happened. It is only in Nigeria we see all these things. I don't want to play with all this. This is not my. I don't have interest on it. This is a, these are some evidence, but I'm not gonna be emphasizing on this because this is none of my business. My business is when the people who have common sense want to know. You see, you can still see youth, young boys and girls. They are all standing and believing on this, believing in this. So as I said earlier on, it's none of my business. Look at how clueless, how dumbing our people is. Our people are in Nigeria, some of our people. Today I said our youth are really, really getting it wrong. Sometimes it is when we talk to each other, we can fix things that we don't even know about. Name it all. Anything you want to name today, we have it all in Nigeria. The only problems we have is our leaders. The problems we have is our leaders. Yes, my Taye He-Man. Yes, maybe even if it's not Nigeria video, that is why I said I'm not going to be emphasizing on that. Even if it's not Nigeria video, but when you see black man there, your color is there, so that means it's your brother or it's your sister. We just have to help. No one knows watching. Other people might fall the same victims. Nigeria also, they are falling the same victim. Even if it's not Nigeria, I see the same thing happening in Nigeria, in our domain, before our eyes. It's also happening. I salute you, God's power. You are welcome to the house. Everything you see that other people doing today, I see you, brother Humphrey Friday. I salute you. That's Pastor Humphrey Friday. I salute you. You are welcome to the house. My brother, why are you calling this line? Sorry, I don't want you to call this line. You have been there all this while. You did not call me. How come you are calling today? So my people, I salute you from far. You're welcome to the house. I see you blessing. You're welcome to the house. We are going to bless the house. And we are going to make the house, be a thing that, yes, it will be a remarkable word, a remarkable message. A lot of people are gathering in the place today viewed as a house of God. Worshipping, praying, God, hear my prayer. God, hear my prayer. Why? We can't deceive beyond this one. Why are we deceiving ourselves? A church where God are really operating, you don't see a lot of people there. When you see the man of God, you yourself will understand that this person, because he don't ask of money, he don't disturb you of anything, all he tells you, put your faith in God. Go and pray. Take some fasting and do the right thing. Not to come and buy this and buy that. Not to come in and buy this and buy that. Our Lord Jesus Christ did not sell nothing for healing. He did not ask you to go home to go and be bathing with water, neither candle before healing. All he said, go home, your sin has made you whole. Go home, you are free. Before you get home, your daughter or that child is okay because of your faith. But today, if those ritualists, those native doctors who have eventually changed to pastor these days did not tell you, go and kill cow, go and bring money, come and do counseling, come and do this, come and bath with this, come and do that, there is no way you will believe that man of God is doing the right thing. Until they ask you to spend money, that is when you believe. That is when you accept that Christ is really real. When they make some concoctions for you, I send it to you, back to wherever you are, that is when you said, yes, this man of God have touched me. Look at the water, look at the ankle, look at the ring, look at this, look at everything he gave to me. all these things are really paving way for you. No. Every man out there has already been predicted by our Creator, the way your life will go, the way everything will, it has already shaping your destiny out. It's just that we allow ourselves to be used by the same people who don't even have a solution to their own problems, to dupe you, to tell you things that you want to hear, because we as a human being, we always want to hear something. When you go out there to a premises where a real man of God is, without telling you something or without you falling when they were doing that thing that they are doing, you said this is a fake man of God. The only man who has a direct contact to God is that one that who will not come and be telling you, come and do this and that. Is that one that who will say it raw the way it is. A lot of people are celebrating Easter today. We thank God, they should keep it up. Do we really know the meaning of Easter? Do we know why we are doing it? The reason why I featured that picture of IDP camp today, Nigeria is going down. Everything is turning upside down. But we are here saying all sort of things about Easter, about Christ. When your brothers and sisters are dying, when you see the camp that I just featured, show me in the white man's land where you will see a camp that will look like that, where human beings live. The best place for you to gain blessings is when you do favor to those homeless. It's for when you help those that are homeless. That is where you will get the best favor from God. That is where you will get that thing that you are in search of. Not when you allow yourself to be used to go and be collecting miracle in a place where did we get, have we ever seen where Jesus Christ, during all his reign, where he built a mansion, where he directed anybody go to that place that is being built, that is being maintained, that they are seeing vision, that is where you're supposed to go to. No, he said, for you to be favored, do favor to those who don't have, those less privileged, those that are suffering, those that is in IDP camp. Check our government today. Where I'm driving towards is our government forum sectors and our youth that are so dumbing. Some of them that are so dumbing that who are just missing it. I know. I could remember when I insult any youth, please manage it. It's normal. Because I could remember sometimes we as a human being, the things that normally touch us is when our parents insult us. Hey, go marry. Hey, go see your mate. It will pour all sort of insult upon you. Go see your mate. Go and read very well. Go and focus on your education. You can't even read and write. Look at your mate. They are coming back home with first. It will insult you. That insult they pour on you are those insults that woke you up today, that makes you who you are today. If you are of the same generation or those who find yourself in the same victim of what I'm saying this very month, this very hour, those things are the words that wake you up today, because we all are all human beings. Someone need to touch that thing that is in you, the other you, because that is what you cannot see. The other you that is in you, that who are directing your steps, that are directing you wrongly today, that are making you not to see those things that is before you, that are killing you. Our government are destroying you and me. I know I'm not going to be talking about the sad that is happening in the media. It's a pity that a man with good education, speaks good English, has an opportunity to go to schools, to study very well. The parents sponsor them through their education. You see them coming to media, they'll be misbehaving. Our problems, we just dump our problems aside. We are there fighting each other, ranting, threatening each other, want to kill each other, want to destroy each other when we just need a wedge to help each other. We need wedge to help each other, not for we to be destroying each other, not for we to be looking out for our errors, to be looking out for people's weakness, to capitalize on. These are not what we're supposed to be doing. Anyone that who gets up today, that who is really up, think it very well. I said, yes, I want to fight. I want our country to be okay. I want my country to become a place we can call home. These people, they are ready. All they just need, give them some helping hand. Direct them. You will see that, yes, those areas that they are criminals, those areas will get out of them. When you hit them from left and right, the other one is hitting them, the other person is hitting them. Because they say, if you see what you cannot do, you see somebody doing what you cannot do, please try to put your impact, your part that you think you can help. The area you know that person is weak. That is why they say all figures are not equal. What you have today, somebody might not have it yesterday or might not even have it. So we all need to help each other, which any way we can. I might be talking now, you see the area that I'm not getting it right. You have the right to comment or ask me to feature you in, then I will bring you in so you can correct me. Because anyone who want to be a leader that cannot learn, that are not ready to listen, that are not ready to learn, that are not ready to give a listening ear, does not want to be a leader. These are where we are getting it wrong. That is why we have people that who are dummy, that who are leading us in our country today. Check all our economics. Check everything about Nigeria, about Africa, all Africa. Check everything about them. Everything is just zero. Those, because some countries are, maybe they are functioning a little. Now we said this country is more better. Go back and check all the Africas. Their ways are all backward. The leaders we all have are all failure. Because ours is more vast, more worst. That is why we don't see the kind of damages they are giving to the people, their citizens. The kind of damages they are destroying their citizens, which you may not know because yours is more worse. IDP camp, you see a lot of people, they are all in the bush. These are the people that are supposed to benefit from the government. The government, one thing we are all missing, the government, the money where they are spending is not their money. This is one thing we fail to acknowledge. This is one thing we fail to understand. They are not using their money. Not their money. They are not using anything that belongs to themselves, neither their generation or their parents. They are using your own money. That thing God bless you with. If we want to say these people who are in charge today, they merit it. What about our people, our parents, that who have fought from day one? Are they still alive? Our parents that who have fought for us to have that country we call Nigeria today, are they still alive? Can those ones come out again tomorrow and say they want to come and take what they fought for? Is the people governing you today, are they the one who have made that Nigeria to sustain or to remain today? No. We are all getting it wrong. Easter Day is a day that we all celebrate. Few of us celebrate, some don't, because some see that what is all this? It does not make sense. Why some people see it as the other because of what they said to them, what they teach them, or what they heard about, or what they read from the scripture. Now their heart, they begin to react on it. This is sometimes, there are some things we are supposed to learn from all these things. All these things are what they told us. All these things are what we read from the scripture, or from one book, or we heard from one man or one woman, that we are all acting towards today. But we missed it. For we to win the heart of that God, Jesus Christ who died for you and I, is for us to look back. Is our economies in order? is that thing that God gave to us to use to help this body and soul, so that on the last day we will not destroy it. Are we using those things in the right way? Are we really asking those that who is holding us captivities, why are they doing it? Are these people spirits? Are these people more than any other persons out there? Are these people working with 5 heads? Are these people having 10 hands? From one side 10, the other side 10? Are they having 20 feet? No. We missed it because we still allow you. When you look at church gathering today, you still see people going to a place where who is telling you that reason why your home is not in order. His is not even in order. He cannot even take care of his home. He cannot even take care of himself. He cannot even control his children, his or her children at home. But he's there telling you how to take care of your home, how to feed how to go out there about your daily things, how to do it. Then you are there listening. The Bible has given us the authorities, the power over all these things, but we missed it because of greed, because of we allow our emotion to go before us, our desires to go before us. That is why sometimes when I do some prayer, I say, God, whatsoever that you think, that you know very well that cannot favor me, no matter how much I'm hungry about it or asking you about it, don't give it to me. If it's going to give me a problem, don't give it to me. So my people, Easter is just operating out there. Why people are lying down in a place on top of dust, on top of erosion, on top of lying down in a floor where there is nothing like tiles, there is nothing like a shelter, there is nothing like building a home, building something that will cover these people. And these people that we have as a leader, when you say a camp supposed to be a place where those homeless ones will go. They will have a football pitch. They will have a tennis pitch. They will have a little stadium. They will have a place, a workshop, where these people can be put into something tomorrow when they go out there from there. You are going to identify stars, good people, great people out of that midst of gathering, because that is where God dwells, in a place that we call homeless. People who wicked people, wicked government have killed their parents, killed their mother. These children, God, we want to bless these children in one way or another. Bless them. Maybe when the government create a pitch, create a play atmosphere where they can practice one thing another, you will see these children, they will come out as the best. Then the government from there, they will pick them up. Those kind of children, they will come out tomorrow, they will become a blessing to the nation. But I want you to look back to the IDP camp, how it looks like in Nigeria. Show me anyone these people we are all worshiping, any kind of such plan that they have for such a people. If they have any such a plan for these children, for these homeless people. These are the people you and me, we are clapping for. Me over my daughter, because I don't clap for them. These are the people some of you out there are clapping for. People who do not even have a plan for homeless one. For those one who they have sent their thugs to go and kill their parents, all in the name of land, to grab their land, to grab their crops, to grab their property. They are fighting for land. That is why they ask them to go and be killing their children, to go out there to go and be killing their parents, enable them to grab their property and their parents' land. My people, I'm just going to be talking this very hour how to free some of our youth. I don't want to talk to our parents. I want to talk to the youth, because there is a saying, they say, sometimes if your parents, you are a chief in a village, and your parents is going to 200 years, 150 years, sometimes you as a son, a first child who's supposed to have occupied that throne, you're supposed to ask him, Father, what are you still waiting for? When am I going to have my reign? You are almost 120 years. And why me, that who is your child, is almost 100 years? When am I going to have my own time? Now, these people, they are there being your government. And they have never meant well for you and me. If they cannot make a place for this less privileged, these children who they have sent their thugs, the government has also sent their thugs to go and kill. Has also sent their thugs, because these people we call their thugs are people they give ammunition to when it's election time to go and use those ammunition to operate, to take ballot paper, to kill that good man that was supposed to be the governor, to kill that good woman who's supposed to be one of the senators, the best, that who would have something to add to the society, to the system, to go and kill that brother that because he's so young and so vibrant and he knows everything about how to maintain, how to build a nation. Now, but I have the money. I will not allow that man, that guy to come into the power. Now, you gather some youth and give them some ammunition, go and use to operate. Someone that you have given out ammunition to go and kill. After the election, would they go back and take those things back? Who burned them? How can they go back and go and tell them? How was the military, all these people we see in Bayelsa that today they are out there, how did they get their guns? How did they get their power? Why is it that they are not after them? Why is it that these people, they are not, no government office or no government securities that who is after these people? Because these same people, they have connection with the same government that who is governing you in Nigeria, and even in Africa. Because after giving out these people ammunition, then tomorrow, these people, they have given you that opportunity to become a leader. They have robbed another person's destiny, robbed the people's destiny, robbed the good people of that nation's destiny, rob everybody's destiny, then give it to you that who don't know your right from your left to become a leader. Those ammunition will be in the hands of the wrong people. It's a painful thing and it's a shameful thing to see that one that who his hand has been stained with blood, that who is killing children, grandmother, grandfather, being recruited into police force, being recruited into army force, and these people are the people you think you want to get anything right from them. You want the nation to move forward through the same people. Through the same people. One that who has already corrupted. One that who has already stained. Not just by mistake. There are things you do, say, God forgive me. This is a mistake. These people, they are already in it. This is what they do for their living. And now, because you are the one that who is a leader. Now these people that they are in power. Now, how can we favor these people that who have gone this extra length to go and kill for them to marry where they to get to where they are today? Why are we going to favor these people? What can we do for these people? Is to give them power again, to be controlling to be among those who want to build our nation. How will that work? How are we going to get it right? When is that one going to come from? It's never going to be possible. The reason why where I'm going to is the youth to wake up. The young ones to wake up. To understand that the things you see out there in Nigeria, the things you see out there in Africa country, that's your country, wherever you are, those things you see there, just like when you talk about Somalia, their war have stayed for more than 30-something years. The reason is that some people are there benefiting from it. They will not allow peace. They will not allow that nation to know what is happening because this is what they do for a living. We are just seeing other countries, things are happening like that, like the Somalia thing. The one in Nigeria is worse than Somalia. It's just that we don't see it that way. That is why we say Nigeria is even better than some countries. Nigeria is more worse than that Somalia case. This is how it is, my people. When you look at our nation today, you look at Nigeria today, you begin to ask yourself, why are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? If there is time for independence, you see our nation, you see our government, they will come out and begin to say yes, happy celebration. When it's time for whatsoever, our government, they will come out, celebrate with happy celebrations. When nothing is functioning. Is it not high time you as a youth, you begin to question these people? I want you people to start to question these people because we are all getting it wrong. You all are getting it wrong. Because don't think today you are driving car by going to the extra lane to go and do ritual or 419 to go ritualist. You must involve yourself in ritualists. You must involve yourself in one spiritual thing that is from the hands of the devil before you see a youth living like a human, like living like a big boy today in Nigeria. Without that, you must join the government. If you did not, you must involve yourself in one thing that is not right. That you're supposed to ask yourself today, you are celebrating Easter Day. Why are you celebrating it when you are not clean? When everything around you is just blood, stealing, destruction, killing and everything around you. Why are you celebrating? I want us to begin to know the reason why those things are happening. That is where we are going to be getting to. Jesus Christ came for us. He has already suffered those things. You can see how human beings, what the extra humans can go. What we saw from the scripture and what we saw in televisions. This is what the white people showed to us. It's the white people that showed this to us, not that we see these things. Because in though where I come from, the only thing I see all those war, little war, those days. And those wars is because of land, not because of any other thing. Land thing. Those are the wars that I know, that I saw. Not this one we are seeing that the white people give to us. Because you can see every black man out there have thrown away what God has given to them. We are not practicing other people's religion. We are not doing every other thing outside our own thing that God has given to us. That is why today we are all confused. So my people, Christ, through all those pains and rising up, and today you are there. You never want to associate yourself with those pains. You never want to do the right thing. What are the pains that I'm talking about? The government are not doing the right thing. These same government are the same people that also put that Jesus Christ in that pain, that to create the pain, that to pain. You see the kind of name, you see all the atrocity they done to him. The same people today are the people that is in power today. That you and I, we don't want to take that power from them. We don't want to tell them enough is enough. We don't want to go there and tell them, these your ideas are not helping nothing, are not favoring us. Every day in, day out, you see problems here and there. Who are those that are creating it? Is it you or me? The government. Where I'm going is the youth, the young people. What you're supposed to know today are the things you will pray not to know it when you have already gone. I like some people coming out to say, today a lot of things is happening. We said, yes, there's no problem. Yes, it is normal. It's a normal thing. It's a normal issues. Everybody is getting up. You want to grab your own state. You want to be of your own. You want to worship your king. You want to have your own king. You want to have your own government. The problem where it lies on, we all dumping aside. We don't want to look at there. We are all fighting from the others, from the wrong side, which is not going to help you and me. I want us to know this very hour that Christ died, Christ passed through those pains, all in the name of you and I to have freedom. For you and I, that not to suffer the same thing that have been happening in all this. That is the purpose. But today, what are we still going through? The same pain. Because we allow our emotion, we allow our greed to take a ride on us. That is why today we are still in the same pain. We are still fighting, we are still struggling the same thing that Christ has already died for. And we think that we are doing ourselves good. Never, my people. The only way we can know this or to get out from this is for us now to say enough is enough. Enough is enough. Because it's a shame that if we continue to remain and say it's a normal thing, that is how it is. It's normal. It's normal. That is how we met it. That's how we met it. That is where I ask you all. I always ask, the people that died for our nation, none of them that is still alive again. They have all gone. But the people that are destroying you today are some of the children, some of the friends of the same people that who have fought for the nation, even those who don't even know about it. The same thing with legal. When we that who are talking today, that who are still existing today, have gone, the same children of the same people will still continue to take your own children for another ride. And the other people, to those one children, will continue to take those two one children for another ride. When are we going to get it right? When are we going to go to the right dimension? For once, for heaven's sake. When are we going to take what belongs to us by force? When are we going to know that these things that is out there does not belong to these people? It's not just for one tribe, neither for one body. It's for you and me. Because these people, after they are finished dealing with our parents, they say, your enemy. I always see in my dialect, they say, if you meet somebody beating your parents, you don't need to ask a question, you have to fight. This is where I see our youth. I will use one word this very moment. The most stupid, learned people on this world are we, the Nigerians. The most stupid, learned people are we, the Nigerians. We are learned. We have people who speak good English. We have people who has wealth. Now they just said it's normal. You have people that who will want to steal wealth. They will want to steal everything in the whole world. They want to build everything in the whole world. They want to acquire any kind of property in the whole world, or just to keep it around them. And then tomorrow, in 20 years to come, in 100 years to come, they will not even get to some houses. They will not even get to some wealth. They will not even get to some account. They will not even touch some of those cars, those wealth, those property they acquire. They will not even get to there in 100 years to come. But they will acquire these things and keep them. That is why it's not a surprising thing you see sometimes when they break some safe, you see those money, they are no longer in use. Those money they kept in the safe, they kept in a bank, has already expired. Those money are useless. These same people, they will keep it because they call themselves learned one. How can you be learned and you know that all these things that these few people are mismanaging today, they're supposed to be for you and me and for your unborn children. And these people will mismanage these things and use it for themselves alone. And even go ahead and bury some without even touching it. Where people are there in IDP camp, sleeping in ordinary bush, sleeping in ordinary dust, or sleeping in a dirty place. And nobody want to get up and ask these people that say enough is enough. It's a pity, you see, some of our youth will get up. I still praise those that do get up today and still say, yes, they are going there for protest. God will bless them for their effort. You will get up and say you want to have a protest. A car will still have a road, a space to be passing road, to still have a space to drive through. When you are doing a protest for your own right, when you know what you come out to do, you know what you are fighting for, you know what you are saying, the car will still have a space to pass, to say they are driving to their direction. Everybody need to lock up, because the white people we are all imitating today, some of them are not graduates, but today these people, when they are doing theirs, they do it well. That thing they need, it has to be given to them because they own it. But it's only in Nigeria or in Africa, we go out there for protest, we are afraid. Fellas say we fear to die, but we no want die, we want go heaven. We just want to make it everything right. It's a pity because it's not supposed to be few people to come out. It's supposed to be everybody. The reason why I'm talking this very hour is because I want the youth, everybody to be aware of this. Because where we have about more than 2 million people are out there, then just about 10 people will come out of 2 million, be protesting on behalf of a million something. Does that make sense? And what these people are fighting for are the right of you, what you will also benefit from. You that is there will also benefit from. And this is the right thing. All this why we have always give room for these people to be operating. Because we fed. Yeah, Prince, I see you. Prince Edo, you are welcome to the house. Ari Best, I see you, brother. Respect. All these same people that who you see out there today, telling you, agitating on you, how your government, how your nation, how your economies, how the system will function, is because the youth, the young ones, do not know their left from their right. As at the time they begin to understand this, you will see all these things will begin to fall in place. Because the police people, they are going to be using, they are passing through the same thing. The army people, they are going to be using, they are passing through the same pain. The generals, the Oga at the top are the ones that are always favored, that are always enjoying it. Where they have 30,000 police, if you go ahead and check, it's just up to about 20 policemen that are enjoying. The other ones, they are complaining. Because police that are supposed to take charge, that are supposed to protect human beings, they are the one you see them today turning the other way around, turning to become a nuisance to the societies. All because they are passing through the same pain. They just need one. Some people on YouTube will just get up and do it right for once. You will see these same police, these same army people, they will drive along with you. They will understand what you are doing is right. We need to convince them. We need to let them see that, yes, you are ready. Because as at the time, you as a young man, you are not ready. You come out where you're supposed to have 1,000 people in the street and you're just 10 people are coming out to go and be doing it. Tell me, if they sack that policeman or send that same killers that they have in the police sectors to go and kill that man because he's there speaking or protecting you that who are contesting, nobody will protect them. But as at the time, you as a young man, you know that what you want to fight for. You know, when you know your right and you know you want to take your right and you want to do it, you do it well. Even the heavenly host will open and protect you. God himself will protect you. Because our God did not just come and send his child, Jesus Christ, to come and die for you and me, for one person or one man or one woman to be taking those things that he died for. To come and be enjoying these riches, these good things that God has blessed you and me, bless our land with. All these resources, God died for it, for you and me to benefit from it. But when you look at it this way now, you see that these people that are called police, they will withdraw because they know the youth are not ready. The young ones are not ready. You go out of schools, there is no job waiting for you. You did not see that is enough for you to come out and say, enough is enough to the government. You build a house, somebody is coming to come and be asking you to come and pay tax. You did not come out and say enough is enough for you to say, the government, enough is enough. Hence, you cannot provide those things that the society is supposed to be getting from the government. Then what right do they have to come and be taxing you? What right do they have to come before your market or come before your bus terminal or come before that office that you open for them to come in there to come and be telling you, come and pay tax? What right? Check this again, brothers and sisters. The same people that who we are worshiping today, when you check the system today, are the same people that who do not allow the system to move. That do not allow anything to move or to prosper or to work for you and me. If we have the right people holding the right offices, everything will work well. Today is Easter. Everybody is celebrating. Few are not celebrating. Millions are not celebrating. Millions are there in pain. Some are even in the custody of the police. Innocent people. Some are even in pain, being kidnapped. Some are even be beaten for sins they know nothing about today. All because of the bad government, the wrong leaders. You as a youth, you're supposed to be better than where you found yourself today. If you do it right. If the government put things in place. The government out there, when they come out, they have the right, the privilege to travel to any countries they want to go. They have what it takes to eat whatsoever they want to eat. They have what it takes to have light 24/7. They have what it takes to have water 247. They have what it takes to flew through a better road, through the air, with a better road, without no gallop on the way, without no obstruction on their way. They have it. What is the difference between you and this person who is a government? There is nothing different. Because these people got to that office without you putting them there. They send people to steal. They send you youth. They send you to go and steal, to go and kill, just for them to go to that office. At getting to that office, I want to ask you now, one thing, I always say this, if there is one thing these people have created for you and me since their regime, since they have been in power, since their reign, one thing that as a human being, as a citizens of Nigeria, one thing that you have seen that these people have created that today we will look up to and say, thank you. So government, so man tried. He did this. Today we are not through there. When you go there as a citizens, they will pay you every month. There is nothing of such. Not that we don't have those things that will allow those things to stay, that will allow these things to function. All these things are out there. But because we have the wrong people. You as a young man, I want you to check the offices of every government, of every officials that who are in the government in power today. Check all of them all and find, if you find anyone that who is passing through what you as a youth or a young man are passing through in the street today, in struggling through the desert, through the Mediterranean Sea, through one ritualist, inside going to Ghana, drinking some kind of concoctions, things that you don't supposed to do, making some kind of sacrifice that you don't supposed to do, passing through pay day in, day out every day, all in the name of your system is not functioning. And these same people tomorrow, sometimes when we hungry, will they ask you to come and do anything you will do just for you to get a food for that day? You will do it. This is the pain they have inflicted out there. It's a painful thing to see because of all these things. You see a lot of youth today entering into cultism. You saw what happened in Italy. A young boys who have been in pain in Nigeria, leaving Nigeria, going back to the same thing that you have been doing in Nigeria before. For you to have think, what was the reason why I was doing this back home in Nigeria when it's not existing there? Why am I still practicing it? Why am I still going to be finding myself in these kind of things? For how long are we going to stay in this world? For how many years are we going to spend before we go? Before we go to that thing that we have, nobody have excuses on. That 6 feet, that debt that nobody have excuses to give. That is a thing that everybody must taste one of these days. Why can't we begin to think, what is the real thing, the real problem, why things are not functioning? What are we having the right people in the power? Do we have the people that are supposed to take charge of these things, these resources that God has blessed us with? Do we have the right people managing it? These are some questions we're supposed to be asking ourselves. As a youth, you get up day in, day out. You come out and look at your road. is bad. You go back home, there is no light for you to do some certain things that you're supposed to be doing. There is no food. The system is not functioning. And you will still get up and say you want to join the same people. You want to continue to clap for the same people. Is it not hard time? We say, let us do it for once, for heaven's sake. Let us do this thing for heaven's sake, to put things in order. I know they says things cannot just start in a crowd. It has to start from one. But I'm surprised in this very moment, 21st century, there is no one that is ready. Because when I look at some few riots, some few protests out there, you will not see the readiness. Because one man cannot do it alone. But if it takes one man to allow it happen also, do we have that type right now? Do we have that youth that who will go to school to go and form a cultist, to go and form one thing, and today that thing is ready to die because of that thing that he formed, that you find that gathering that you find yourself, you are ready to take charge, you are ready to die, you are ready to kill for it. Is it not hard time you ask yourself? The people that create this confusion, they are the one that who you're supposed to say, yes, this kind of idea, this kind of decision that you are taking, you're supposed to use it to face these same people. If within 24 hours, your condition will not change. If before 24 hours, if you still need God intervention in your life, you will quote me wrong. You don't need anybody to intervene. You don't need anybody to come and tell you what to do. You don't need any miracle. You don't need anything. All you just need is young ones that will get up and say, let's really check where our problem is. I want you to take example from this Easter day that you see today. Christ, when you watch everything, you watch the pain. Someone that who they pierce a very hardy nail, long nail, through the hands, through the knees, and poison him with all sort of things. Give him all sort of things to drink. Pierce a sword through the rings. All this pain, he has already tasted all this pain. Then today, you will still fold your hands, still waiting for the same Christ, the same God that who has passed through this pain to come and fight for you, to come and put things right. These people that who are destroying you, that who have leading you astray today, all these people, they do a lot of things to remain in that power. They do a lot of things that unimagined things that you can never imagine. They do all these things to remain in power. But what about you? What can you do to free yourself from these captivities? What can you do to free yourself from this pain, this agony? This I wake up carrying my file, carrying my result, looking for a job without a job. What can you do to just get up one day and say, yes, what can I do? If we have what it takes to have a light, if we have what it takes to have a good road, what can I do to go out there to let these things come to stay? It's not God that is holding all these things not to function. It's not even the devil himself that is holding all these things not to function. It's just a human being, just as you, that who are holding these things not to work. It's hard time you begin to ask yourself as a young man. Now we are into the story, the main story. I use that from the beginning to bring your attention. I know some people will leave without hearing it, but if you are patient, you will hear the real story. What will it take you now to know that when you die, when struggling, are you not surprised when you see some of the Muslims, they will say they prefer to die because they know they are going to benefit something after their death. Don't you know? It's like I always say this. When you see a house of God where the man of God is pumping money into his life, his own family life, building all sort of mansions, building schools, building everything, ask yourself, is there anywhere in the scripture where they say as a Christian or a man of God, you are going to rape your own fruit in this earth. Anywhere is written in the scripture. Anyone that is a preacher who is holding the position of the things of God, you're supposed to ask yourself a question. Is there anywhere that is written? Like you can hear from some, they will tell you that yes, it is only when our God is not a dirty God. Our God is a rich God. He's a rich God. That is why when you are rich already, you're supposed to be the one, a source, a connection to help those that you don't have. Not a connection for you to be collecting from those that you don't have. You're not supposed to be that kind of person in the middle. But this is what we are seeing out there. So it's our time as a young man to begin to ask yourself questions. This same God we are talking about today, Easter Day, has already passed through this pain for you to have light, for you to have good life, for you to have everything in abundance, so that you will not go and sin. Because they says an idol's mind is a devil's workshop. He knows. That is why he blessed everyone with all these things. That is why he put all these things before you, so that you will have all these things in abundance. When you look at the way God has blessed you and me, he gives us in abundance. Mostly Nigeria, Africans. God bless Africans in abundance. That is why you see, they says there are ways in Africa, man, when African man shake another woman, sometimes he will get pregnant. When African man twin a mango, after eating the mango, just throw it away, the mango will germinate. When you eat a corn, a seed fall down, it will germinate. All these things are just there. What kind of meat are you looking for? Now you see a lot of meat out there. The white people, you see them protecting all their meat most time. But all these things are free. We are just the nation who God has already pronounced that yes. He said every other thing is food, is meat. So all this is between us, is for us out there. But it's our time as a young man. These same people who are controlling your destiny today, they control your father's destiny. Like as I said earlier on, they says, in my dialect, we say, when you meet one beating your parents, you don't need to ask a question. These people, they have beat your parents. They beat your parents immensely. They cut their neck. They do all sort of things to them. And these same people, today, you grown up and now you are clapping for the same people. You are protecting the same people. As a young man, is it not hard time you ask yourself, is it that I need a fasting and prayer from this country, or for you to succeed, to get a job, to get a daily bread? You don't need all these things. All you just need, it says, just cut away that poverty. The poverty that is before you is the government. The difficulties that you find in your life is the government. The barrenness, everything that you see out there is the government. Sometimes you see a young man will impregnate a girl. And these people, they are 20-something years, will tell you, look, I don't have a job. I don't have money. How can I train this child? So let us go and terminate, or let us go and abort it. Because there is no job. Who are the fault and who create this problem? It's not God. It's not even devil. It's the same government. Because sometimes you see a lot of people will be telling you, why are we talking about the government? Why can't you as a youth do something? Why can't you? It's because the people talking sometimes, they have an opportunity to travel out. If not traveling out, or some of them are the one who are also working for the same people that who have beat your parents before. Today there is your turn and they are not beating you also. It's the same. These few people are the people that who will ask you, will be contesting your word and be arguing with against your word, be telling you that why can't you go out there to go and do this and that? If they allow, as a young man, allow you to do what you like to earn money, the next seconds you see the police people will begin to come after you. When you drive good car, the police people will begin to come after you. You hold a good phone, the police people will come after you. You wear a good clothes, the police people will come after you. Who are these police people? Are they not the same government? They will continue to frustrate you and continue to make you be a beggar, Continue to always be waiting for them to come and give you 5,000 after 4 years. To come and give you 20,000 after 4 years. To come and give you 1,000 after 4 years. And you as a young man, you did not see all these things as a wrong thing. You did not see these people as the people you're supposed not to be wasting your time to go out there to go and be spending 7 days in fasting and prayer in the altar. When God himself has already opened the door for you, have already given you everything, standing before you, before your eyes. One person's or one tribe, they come in there, begin to take these things from you. And you did not see anything wrong about it. We all, the youth, the young people, allow these things to happen. The other day, I saw them going out in protest on how they should open a central hospital. You see few people, they come out to do that with them. Then I now ask myself, where are the rest people? Why can't you people block the street, block that road, so that the government, everybody will come out to see? It is there because protest is one thing, what Nigerian people don't understand. When you block the road, that is when people will begin to ask what is happening there. Now the preaching will start. That is when you will begin to win more souls. That is when you begin to win more people's heart. People will begin to see it, what they have not been seen before. They will begin to reason like you. They will begin to reason with you. They will want to join you. That is when you will find more crowd. Hence, you did not carry gun. You are fighting for your right. You are speaking for your right. You are speaking for your born children. Because our parents have passed through the same thing, through the same pain. Check Fela himself. You see how he's suffering, how the policemen, how the government, they frustrate that man. Due to our parents, they do the same thing. They frustrate all of them. That is why you see our parents today, they manage to build one house. That is all. Some don't even have, they remain a tenant all the days of their life. The same government, during 70, they were chasing some of our parents to the village. That's why they will have all of them in a farm. So these things did not just start today. Don't think that it's going to end today. Because I've always said this, when you go back there to go and check every offices today, in the government sector or foreign or wherever, the army, the whatever, check every offices, custom, immigration, everything, name it all. Go and check every offices. The children of these so-called people that who are ruling you, that who are your senator, who are your leaders, that who agitate, who tell you how your year will go. These same people are the same people who have bring all their children, because the moment they got into their office, all their children is always in the Western world, studying. What did they study? They study things that concern Nigeria. So the moment they just finish, some of them, they have not even finished. They bring them back to come and occupy every offices. So these same people, their children are the same people that who are there today. Then you, as a young man, you are expecting it to change, because Jesus Christ will come and die for you again to come and change their ways, or to come and change that idea which their parents have also operated with. You want Jesus Christ to come and change it for you as a young man, that the system will just change automatically. You begin to be favored. You will see automatically light. You will see good road. You will see that when you go out of school, you will get a job. You think it will change automatically? It's never going to be possible. It is when you go out there as a protest, you block out the whole road. Then you expect all the people that too has also been disappointed by not getting to their destination to come out and ask questions. That is when you will see, not that when only ITV station come to come and be questioning you guys. No, you will see other country, other foreign, what they call them, the press people. They will come out there to come and be journalists. They will be asking questions. Now the whole thing will spread. Everybody will begin to see releases. Edo State did not just name the heartbeat, not just the heartbeat. It named that name supposed to be manifesting. The government is supposed to know that this is what it means. The few brothers and sisters that who are already opportunists to be in the position of the government, benefiting from them because you have gone out there to go and steal ballot paper, to steal other people's mandate, then for yourself. Now today you have hotel, you have good house, you are okay. You're supposed to think, when everything is bad in that state, in the system, it will affect you when you don't even expect it. It will affect you. It's not going to even affect maybe your siblings or whether your family or friends. You direct. Because They say where hunger, don't too much. Anywhere food day, now there everybody go chop. It must affect you. So you as a young man, you are there today folding your hand, thinking that yes, that family, that your brother, that your sister did not send you money. Oh, he's a wicked person. When you have money around you, you cannot even stand and begin to question who is holding your money. But you can question those in abroad. Where is your money? Where is your money? Why can't you send money? And the money you go to school, coming out from higher institution or learning your job, your trade, there is nowhere you can trade with those things. There is nowhere those things can function. You cannot ask the reason why it cannot function. No matter the amount of money that you will send to Nigeria today, mostly Edo State, there is no amount of money that you will send to that state today that you will see. It still remains what it is. The state that money has entered from abroad today is Edo State. With all those resources, with all those good things, with all those goods, with all those money that have been pumped into that state, ask yourself, is there anything to show for it? Everything is still zero. Either when you come back to Nigeria, your brother will set you up, your sister will set you up, your friend will set you up. You can just still see the same characters. Because we did not allow these people to see the right thing, to see the right way. That is why those things are being operated. Those things continue day in, day out. You see the government are just operating freely. They come in, the one who comes in as a poor man, the moment he got himself in there, he become rich. He become rich. He becomes so rich that even God himself, he will be doing competition. Because the youth, these young people, did not want to ask questions and do it right, to put these people in their position. One that you are paying for, one that will come with all the promises on how to beautify the state, on how to make you to have a smile when you wake up, when you go back to bed, how to have a smile every day. But today, they bring sadness, they bring pain, they bring you agony, they bring you all sort of things that you can never imagine, just for you to be dealing with day in, day out. Now you see all the same youth people, you carry your frustration, you put on your family outside the country, all for survivors. And this is what you will do. From there, you see the same youth. Sometimes you see that is how they introduce a CDA. That's how they introduce a lot of things today, that when you go to Nigeria, you find things difficult. You go to Nigeria, you find everything difficult, mostly in that Edo State. Those customs who are even the Edos, they will tell them, no, the Edo people they have, go attack them, block them, seize them, do this, chase them. These people just came they have. Instead of these people, for you as a young man to look at it the other way around and see the right way and say, God really give us these things, that we will live with these things, and these things are supposed to be ours. We're supposed to be smiling day in, day out, not for we to be in pain every day. To be thinking, when day one will dark, you'll be praying, God, let day break quick. Because you know what you're going to pass through the heat. You know even you are going to sleep with hunger. You'll be praying, God, let where I'm going, let day break, or let me succeed throughout this night. Who are those that will create these problems? The same people that you have in the power. These people that you cannot question. Just like as I said, the police people don't just think they are enjoying it. Their salary is not even enough. They are not okay. That is why you will see a lot of constable out there. Their DPO will send them, today, so team, you are the one to go out. If you know you are not bringing something back to the office, you are not bringing something back to me in the evening. So you don't supposed to go to that to go and stay on that position, to go and stay on the road blocking thing that they are doing. If you are going there without coming back home with money, don't go. Is that how it's supposed to be? Because the system is not functioning. A policeman go out just like a market woman every day by day. Just like someone who is going out there to go and hustle. Just like the same 419 that they are after. They go out there. The purpose why they go out is to go and work. And what kind of work are they going to do? How to go and extort money from people. Not to protect people. Know that these people like these things because they know also they have their family also who are also coming from abroad, that who are also other police that are not they themselves also disturb or take money from or extort or disturb on the way. So they know. So they don't just like it. It's just that they just need you young guys, young men and women to get up and do the right thing. You will see if these people will not change their mind and support you. Don't go out there as a protest. Be going there to go and be painting it. Be going there as maybe a protester that are ready. You must be ready. The readiness is either you go and come. Either you go or not come back. That is what a protester means. But when with the one we have now are those who are just going there, few out of them, few that are ready is not up to about 2 or 5 or 3. The ones that are just there, that who don't even know what they are doing there or just want to go there for going sake, they are a lot. That is why it's not working. Because the government that who are destroying you as a young man, who do not allow you to succeed with all that you practiced, with all that you have taught in schools, with all the anger that you have buy, with all the money your parents have spent for accommodation, for everything that they have wasted for you. At the end, these same people that who did not allow you to rape that labor that you have labored. Even a farmer self or a mechanic man, when they finish a year, they are expecting a profit. They are expecting them to reap what they sow. But you as a young man, after all these years, you go to university, from secondary school, from primary school, then you coming out, your parents should be expecting to reap what they sow. But don't you people surprised that they are not raping nothing? All they rape is either they have killed that child, or either accident have taken that girl, or either they have kidnapped that child, or either there is a Scottish fight there, have taken the life of that young man, that vibrant, that child that we all know that is the best in school. He understands mathematics, he knows everything, knows English, he knows the other one. These guys they have taken his life. That is all you all know how to do. This is what we gain at the end of this. Same people that who you are clapping for. You as a young man, when you're supposed to think and sit back and ask yourself, as someone that who have gotten the privilege, the opportunity to go to universities, you're supposed to have, even to you did not, or you to go and learn a job or a trade or whatsoever. After achieving all these things, when you're supposed to be a man that who will cater for his family, but today is the other way around. You did not want to ask yourself, what is the cost? Why can't I succeed? Do I still need Jesus Christ to come and bless me with water, with anointing oil, or to come and give me a handkerchief or ring to go and meet one ritually before I will succeed? A white man, the moment you go out there to go and learn whatsoever that you went to learn, you can feed, you can buy a car, you can live well. Do these people, are they serving God? Is that the reason why they are succeeding like that? No. It's because the government is doing the right thing. The government is putting everything in place. But in Nigeria, these people we have in power today, name one thing that they have put in place that you and me, we are worshiping them for today. Name one reason why they will come out in television or in paper to come and tell you, Happy Easter, celebrate Easter. What are you celebrating as a young man? What is the use of these people telling you to come and celebrate? People who did not make anything, who did not create, who did not give you anything to celebrate with. Is that the money? Is it the money you went to steal, or the money you went to go and use the ritualists of 419 to steal that you want to use to celebrate? Is it the money that they sent to you from abroad you want to use to celebrate? Can't then, for once, create a job, create an opportunity for you to utilize what your parents have spent their hard-earned money, the money that they work for through they found the market, when rain beats them, some beat them, they struggle, they sometimes some of them they stay in back of pickup or going to the village market or just to see you through from the school, to see you through all the school. But at the end, Your parents, maybe through that struggle, sometimes you see your parents, they had an accident, they died on the process, or in the name of just to see you through on your university or your school. At the end, coming out, there is no job. The government that who you are be giving money, your parents are be giving money, will not have anything to give back in return. Then today, you will be there, still clapping for the same people. I want us to ask ourselves this very today, what is that thing that makes us want PDP and APC to continue as a young man? What is your reasons that you want all the same people that who have been in power and these same people that who are also working under the same people that who are killing you and me? What is the reason why you want these people to come and continue as a young man? Why can't you get up as a young man to question yourself if that woman who the Fulani herdsmen are cutting their children, cutting their life today, they are not your biological parents? If that woman that who on the process of going to that village market to go and buy some food item to come and sell in the marketplace had an accident and died. If that bus driver who in the process of struggling to see their children through their education, then had an accident and died. If that man that is driving Lagos to Abuja had an accident and died trying to struggle to, and because of all these things, no good road. I have been talking about government creating 6 lanes in both sides or 12. The going scene, the coming 6. I know that I saw what they are doing now, but that is just rubbish. Because these people, they don't have what it takes to lead. They don't have what they call leaders in them. They don't have what it takes to build a nation. They don't have anything that they call nation builder in them. So where are you going to get nation building from these same people? How is that going to happen? How are we going to get that from them? When you don't have it, there is no amount of money that they are going to spend on you for you to have it. These people, they don't have it. People that have it, go and check their profile. They have already killed them. When you see election time, you see the good people, they take the lives of the good people. I see you, brother. Don, I see you one. If you want to come in, you write it out. I will bring you in. You're welcome. Happy Easter Day according to some of the people that who are celebrating. Now, is it not hard time you ask yourself, these same people that who cannot give us a good road, these same people that who cannot give us light, that these same people that who have destroyed all our youth, when you check the school sectors, when you check universities, you check primary school, my people. But we have people we call ministers. We have people that who are collecting money on behalf of the educations, that who are supposed to be securing the education sectors. We have people there. We have a lot of people that who they are paying with your mother, your father money, with paying their salary with. And these people, they are there being in charge of your education. When you see in universities today, you see a lot of things happening there. Before those boys that who come there to create nuisance, that who did not even have the result to come into the arena of the education, the universities. Because sometimes the people that who are creating the problems there, they did not even get the paper to come into universities. But they work their way in. But we have people that who call themselves the ministers that are supposed to take charge. We have our people that who are representing that are supposed to take charge. Where are all these people? It's just for them to go to the House of Assemblies, to go and be, bringing prizes, naming prizes, just discussing, talking that yes, our school need this, our school need that, but at the end, none of those things be bought or be sent to those schools. Be put into implementation when it's time for the student or those that who really merit it to see those things to use. Now, after getting yourself into the universities, I wonder you as a young man, why you will not reasons. I want sometimes you people need to get up and go and look at how some of those boys and girls you see in school, how their parents get the money they use to buy their jam, to help them, to buy their notebooks, to buy them readers, to buy their pen, to give the transport they give to them, how they struggle through their nose to see their children through before they got into their university premises. I want you to ask yourself to think, what are you doing as a young man? How can you just go into universities, be frustrating people because their parents see this young guy, that young girl, that yes, this child have what it takes to help them in future, have what to give to the nation in terms of building the nation. That is why their parents do everything to make sure they see that child through. But you, that who don't always graduate, always having carryover, you are there in the school premises as a young man, even a man in you. Now you will not ask yourself, this person that I'm going to destroy now, this person that I'm going to kill now, then let me check how the parents managed to bring this person to this school. Is it not hard time you begin to ask yourself that question? What did they pass through to see this child through, from even the time of giving birth to that child, how they train that child up to get to the position he is, to come and gain admission into the universities. And now, you form yourself up, you create yourself up, you decide that you want to be a strong man in the school arena. Then in the process, instead of you to think and sit down, you have a gang, you have a court member, you have a court group, you have people that who also think like you, who also act like you. Instead of you to sit back and say, now, the problem of this our school, why we cannot have good computers, why we cannot have good engineering classes, where things that you will be seeing, those things that you want to read or you want to practice with, physical. See me, see you. Just like they say that this is a machine, you will be seeing it. Why is it that those things are not being assembled before you and me? Instead of you as persons that who have decided to become this kind of people that you want to be, instead of you to sit back and say, yes, we're supposed to be having a bus that will be taking we as a student. We're supposed to have a good field in the universities where we can practice, we can play football, we can do all sorts of things. We're supposed to have different sectors where things will have them to practice as manual. Are you not surprised that a graduate will go out of schools cannot know how to change engine oil? A graduate who study from a universities as an architect cannot even know how to act as one, cannot even know how to lay a block. Are you not surprised that a lot of things, someone who went to read doctorate thing, then coming out from there cannot even know how to operate? Who are the errors? Who are those that create this problem? The same government. Is it not hard time you that who have decided to have a group together, who have bring groups together? Is it not hard time you begin to ask yourself, if all these things they are not going to give you for free, they have a sitting on your matter in the House of Assembly. They have a seat in the presence of the president. They discuss all these issues. So money have been put into all these things to inquire these things in your premises, in that school. But is it not hard time you begin to ask yourself, who are those that are stealing those things, this money for all these things to be formed? These are the people you people supposed to focus on how to rob them, on how to make them suffer for what they have sold in that poor child, who their parents have suffered to terminate, who their parents are in the market square, in the rain, in the sun, struggling to see their children out of the universities, thinking that when the moment they go out of university, tomorrow their parents, that suffering they have passed through, because you know when you are plucking some age in life, those things that you normally do before, you cannot be able to do it again. Their parents have invested thinking that tomorrow these children will go out of school, they will not be the one helping them, carrying them when they are now weak. You as a youth, a young man, you decide to be taking lives of innocent woman's children, innocent man's children. You can, because of girlfriend, because of he is clever than you, or because of maybe he dress more than you, or because of he fine past you, or because I just hate this person, you are taking the life as a young man. Instead of you to wake up today and begin to ask yourself, true, for how many years do we have to stay in this world? How the end is going to look like if we continue to allow this stupidity to be the order of the day of our life? What are we going to benefit from all these things? How can somebody cross a Mediterranean Sea? How can somebody take a flight? Most of these boys you see misbehave, these same young men misbehaving in Europe today, sometimes their sisters struggle to terminate, do all sort of things to bring them, in my state, Edo State, I will talk about Edo State. Sometimes you will see some family, their parents will be saying, hey, this my pikin, your brother, your sister, he don't go kill person. Your brother, he's a killer in the house. He's stealing everything. He's a criminal. Your brother, come and carry a commando. Let him leave this place. So now you know if he reach abroad, now you know what he want to do. Just come and take him out of the father. Everybody will be begging. Come and take him out. Come and carry her out. Then after taking you out, getting to abroad as a young man, you cannot still think. There is no devil using you. There is nothing disturbing you. You are the one who don't have a good news because you always find yourself in a premises where you cannot hear this kind of raw message, raw truth. That is why you are getting it wrong. Because if you always be in a place where you will hear this kind of message, I tell you, it will change. You have to ask yourself question. If the person that I'm going to rob, or I'm going to distract, or I'm going to steal from, cannot make it, what makes me that who is going to steal from this person? Why can't I also, me that who is going to steal, I don't have? What makes me think that this person have? Why am I going to rob another person? Instead of you to go ahead and rob the government, instead of you to go ahead and kidnap the government children, the people who have destroyed, who have beat your parents, that you're supposed to react for your parents for, you did not react now. You are still going ahead, go and be disturbing the poor people's children. The poor people, the same poor people. How will God forgive you? Does that make sense? How will things be okay for you? What is the use of you going to church for forgiveness? Is it not hard time we begin to think, as a young man, what can I do to fix this nation so that me also will be benefiting from it because it's our property? It's like sometimes you see our youth, our young men, they are right, they want to take it in the presence of the white people. They are right, they want to take their right in their young, maybe in their, because in their own family, they want to take it from their parents or their siblings. They are right, they want to take it. But you're right, you're really right. You go to school, they see you through, they spend money, they spend a lot of things, they do everything to see you through from scratch to the top. Right from the day your mother and your father, they pour in that sperm become forming, and they nourish, they spend before it becomes you. And today is you. Instead of you now to think that these people, they spend this money to the government, and now is the time for the government to pay you back so that you can pay your parents back. You are there now, turning that thing back to the poor people. A young man will carry a bottle, be stabbing his own fellow brother. A young man, a Benin man will be fighting a Benin man. A Benin man will be fighting a Shaman. The other one will be fighting the other one. What is the use as a young man? Let us know what is the cost of the problem so that we can solve it. We will be smiling. The cost of the problem is what I'm aiming towards, and is what I'm hammering this morning or this afternoon. The cost of the problem is the government. I know some of those who just come in, we say they talk about government. No, it's the government. Because you have already struggled reading throughout the night. struggling day in, day out to make sure you know how to read and write. Then in the process, after acquiring this knowledge, or you have already gone out there to go and learn a trade, to go and learn a job, after acquiring this knowledge, there is nothing put in place. What the government hold you, the light, good road. Because I remember I talked about road one time. Somebody were trying to ask me to contact it. Then I asked the person, if I learn how to sell alumaku or glasses, all this glass, or I learn how to sell plantain, then I travel to a village to go and buy. Then on my way coming, because the road is bad, the lorry or the big vehicle that I use in conveying those things, those goods, the road now make that lorry to tumble, and all those things crash and destroy. Did my money lost, or the money will still remain? Now, me who have lost all these things, I will remain the same person that I used to be. Maybe I borrowed those money. So the government owns us road. If they don't want to do all these things, they should will it to individual. Let everybody begin to do theirs, so that everybody will begin to do it on their own. Then at the end of every month, nobody will come and meet you and say, pay tax. No policeman born of a woman will come and tell you, this is how you would drive, or this is how you would do, this is what you would not do. Apply to the light, apply to every other things that is following. So the government owns some parts to play. Then you as an individual owns some parts to play. But today we are all missing it. That is where I say, when you look at Edo State supposed to be the best. Because every day in, day out, the thing that goes into that Edo State, but you still see that everything still remains where it is. Your parents will be spending money on medicine that these GMO have come to sell for them, creating cancer on their life. Your parents will be spending money on things, even the light self. When there is too much darkness, mosquito will transmit fever, all sort of diseases to other, because there's no fan to blow all these things away. There is no AC to help to block all these things so that it will not happen. Even outside, even if it's not too late in the room. So the government have a lot of part to play. So if they want everybody to be doing theirs, so they should leave the oil, they should leave it for every state or every community where those things are found. Let those things are being found in their premises, let them be using it, so that they will use it to help their own communities. That is the only way the government will not be blaming the government. A lot of things, government will take their hands away from it. Let individual. But if it's not like that, you as an individual, it's hard time you begin to ask this government a question. It's hard time when you are doing your protest, do it well. Block the road. Block it to the maximum point. If police come, they ask questions, they have to tell you how many weeks or how many days are they going to let this thing be working. How many weeks this thing that they put into the government, they are being implemented, how many days are they going to remove it? How are they going to do this? But our young men, they jump away from that. We are all fighting each other, disturbing each other, giving each other problems. Does that make sense, my people? So today I'm using to talk to the young men, the young boy, the youth. It's hard time. If you want to do something, do it well. Somebody has already beaten your parents. So you're supposed to react for your parents. Because if you did not react for your parents now, don't expect your children to react for you. It's like you seen some people that do still have parents today. They don't want to react for their parents when they have the opportunity. Then you expect your children tomorrow to come and react for you. So it's never going to be possible. So it's a thing that will come to you and go, vice versa. That's how it is in life. So my people, my brothers and sisters, let us all understand that all these things, when you look at it, just as I said now, my state will have the best, the money, the everything. God bless the state. I could remember vividly when Igbo man will come to Edo State, that is where we come and be learning how to speak good English. Ahonsama will come, that is where we'll be learning how to speak good English. Kalabama will come, that is where, or every tribes, that is how it is. It's not lie. People that who are be of that age that I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. That is where they will come and be learning. So where do we get it wrong? From the bad government. That we are all aligned to be taking charge. That is why everything is always backward. Our children these days, the younger ones these days, the only thing they know how to do is how to have a courtesy. It's how to be in a courtesan. You go to Upper, you go to the other, you go to Aduwawa, you go to the others, everywhere courtesy. The only thing they know how to do. Problems. Apart from that, nothing else. So who are the cost? The government. Because only people that do have the right to carry gun are the same government. So if they know they cannot use it on the right way, let individual be carrying. Because they are the people that, not that they have the power or they have the system more than every other person. No, because they are they are the only one be authorized to be in the position of those things. So if they cannot use it well, they leave other people to do it well. Because the government is failing you and me until the young people begin to put it before the government. Just like as I referred to before, that until you let that man that who is occupying your throne, that let him know that you are already 80 years and he is still staying there, when are you going to become a leader? Until you begin to let these same people that is in power to know that being in a position of gun or being in a position of power is not because it's yours. It's because you said you will use it well, that will benefit from it. That is the reason and the purpose why that position were given to you. But you turn it the other way around, is to even be using the gun against us. And those that do is in government to be using the same power against us. Using to take the little money we have. Sometimes you see people from Nigeria will be saying police have arrested us, so send money come. You see, they have intimidated you in Nigeria. They will still come to abroad, still be intimidating you, still need you to continue to be sending. So is it not hard time we all begin to think and say enough is enough? If we want to do it, let's do it well. Because don't think you did not fight for your parents today, tomorrow you expect your children to go and fight for you. It's never going to be possible. So the same thing will continue, because these people, they are children of those who are oppressed our parents. Their children are the one oppressing us now. The same people who are oppressing us now, tomorrow their children will be the one again oppressing our children. Just like that, it's just going to eternity. Then we are all celebrating Easter after Christ has died for us, when we supposed to say he died for us to have freedom. He died for us to live equally. He died for us to live well. But how come the death we turn it to become useless? Because we don't know our right from our left. We allow the same government that who have oppressed Jesus Christ to continue to oppress us, who have taken a good man, a lying criminal, to come into the system. You saw it in the scripture also. He said, even the people, they say for you to free good man, kill the good man and release the thief. So now, we should not allow them to continue to be killing Jesus Christ and allow thief to be in charge. So the best thing, let us look for a way to take all these thieves out and bring in Jesus Christ. So one person has to start it. It might not be everybody. The painful part of it, our people, when somebody starts, they will say, no, man, now. It is a naive sabi. Not be like that. Is this not how it has been all these years, all this while? Now you want to change them. That's so it be all this while. But when we read the scripture, it did not tell us that is how it is. So which one are we imitating? The white people that we are imitating today are not, their system is different from ours. So which one are we now imitating? Which one are we now copying? Which one we can't follow? Are we going to continue to allow the same people that who have dealt with our parents aimlessly, and the same people want to continue to do the same thing to you and I? Are we going to allow that? So I want to beg Those my brothers and sisters who are already coming out to do protest, do it well. There are people that who are looking at you people. There are people who appreciate you people. There are people who we always want to remember you people. Don't think that when some people don't remember you or don't talk about you people does not mean that no, people are not there that who is watching you people. It's like this media thing that we all find ourselves today. There are people that who are watching us, all of us all. So the people know people, they know the people that they know what they have in their mind. There are people that who will come out today that people will know that yes, this person, yeah, let me take him by his word. There are people you cannot take again by their words because you already know them. So please, brothers and sisters, let us understand that what you want to do, whenever you decide very well. Take that decision very well before you go out there to do your protest. Because it has to be, the government have to come. If he cannot come, he have to send his people to come and tell you that very moment. There is a second in command in the government office. So we have to come and tell you and promise the citizens. Because they hold the citizens, they hold the citizens to come and tell them, hold them to come and obligation to come and tell them this is how they spend their money. This is what you want, we will do it for you people. How did you people want it? Then the people will tell them this is how we want it. It has to be like that. Without that, you go out. But if you check the government of our country today, the wrong people are always there. The wrong people always come in there and grab the power. So that is why it's difficult. You also that who are protesting, you also that who are talking about the same people, tomorrow then bring money through the backyard, you collect. Like I refer to the police, a new IG or new commissioner that they come to the state. Armed robber bring you a bag of, he brings a sack of a bag of Ghana must go of money to come and welcome you. He brings some wine, he brings some certain things, car to come and welcome you. Then you accept it. The time you will hear armed robber is stealing, can you go there to arrest them? You that are supposed to protest, you have already go back to go and collect something from one of the same people that who you are protesting against. The time that same person will come. Yes, I know they stopped me since I see you, James, I salute you. The time that same person will come again against you. The time these same people will be committing nuisance in the street, can you be able to stop these people? Can you be able to tell these people stop? Can you be able to go out there to go and do protests without you being ashamed of yourself? Because what you are saying, you're already doing it the same thing. So how can you come out fully, boldly to go there? If you ask Abat now to come out now, it's difficult. If you ask Tony Kabaka to come out now, it's difficult. If you ask the Mules to come out and protest now, it's difficult. If you ask all these people that who also are also under the same all this government now to come out now and do this protest now, it's difficult. But these people forget that all these things that they are going to do is for their own benefit. They might be plucking 70 years, 60 something years, 80 something years. They will understand the problem that they have created at their 30s, 20s. The problem they create down, it will begin to tell on them. Then they will begin to blame themselves. Except they don't even have conscience. Maybe they cannot even know how to blame themselves. They leave the problem for the youth. I pray that those other youth that will be coming to have this kind of idea that I have, this heart of how to think about who are the people that create this problem. So these are the people that we are going to be seen as an enemy. These are the people that we are going to be going after. These people that create this problem. I pray those children, those youth will have this kind of thought in Jesus' name. Let me see what you write, James. You are welcome to the house. Uyi, that is when we don't get the right leadership. Nigeria has failed for long. Dubai said Nigeria needs good leadership. You are right. The only way Nigeria will become great is to demonstrate revolution. Good morning, brother. I salute you, John. If I say you come late, John Ebizugbe. I dey call you. You don't pick my phone. I don't say I'm mean. So I know. Try. We need to talk. So please, my people, please, for heaven's sake, we can make it right. When man if you do walao, if you sign, if you soko, shekiri, robo, ijo, ewu, you all need to understand one thing. I see somebody bring out a video of Eastern side, how the rain will fall. Want to suck those houses there. And if you watch my program, I'll be talking about when rain starts to fall, the problem, the only war you will not pray to have is against erosion, against water. You can fight every other courtesan war. You can fight a winch war, but not this water thing. You cannot fight it. Even those champs, if we then bury water, go spoil all of them. Go dig all of them out. So a lot of things will bring them out to the surface of you and I. So I saw these things. Then let us ask ourselves, the people we want to bring in now to continue to lead us, are they the right people? Do we have the right persons? As a young man who's supposed to have taken these things upon themselves and say, my parents passed through this pain. I will not allow my parents to be beaten by these same people. Because if you cannot understand this, I want you to go back and check when during MPN and all so on and so forth, UPN and all of them. These people, they have been in there. I want you to go and check the idea of ruling since 70s. When I know. Since 70s that of ruling. The same method, the same way, is still the same thing. We are still seeing till date. There is nothing like different. There is nothing different in their ways. So these same people today are still going to continue. Then we expect anything good to come out of it. It pains me, seriously, to see that our parents pass through pain to help most of the children today who are there, coming back to stab them. How will you feel? You as a courtisan who is a oga patapata in courtis, that who are sending boys, or you that criminal, you that kidnapper, you that evil person, or guy for inside, or that policeman, that who you know that this gun that is your position is for you to protect. That soldier man that you know that this thing is for you to protect the citizens. At the end, you turn it to be killing them. How will you feel to hear that your younger brother, your siblings or sister or your mother, one young boy shoot am for school, for marketplace, for road where they come back from travel, when as a graduate, they come back from school? How will you feel? How will you feel? I salute you, Ekele. You are welcome to the house. My brother, you are doing good. Please don't give up on Nigeria. Yeah, I will not give up. I always say one thing. The last person, there are some people in this world. I want to tell you the truth. There are some people in this world. If you have opportunity, just kill them. But don't just give them opportunity to live again. Because if they live again, they will do what you can never imagine in your life. They will do the worst thing that you have never seen. They are still living on the surface of this earth. And I am one of them. So one thing that I always beg, as a young man, please, let us all come together. Anything we want to do today is to help the country, to help the nation. If we build the nation, if the country work well, now for you, now for me, now for our born children. Somebody cannot kill your parents, put them in pain, suffer your parents. Policeman will stand on the way. You know how our parents go to the village market. They will be in the back of pickup. They don't even look at where they are going to. All they are looking at the back. It's like someone walking with the back. These people will pass through pain. Policeman will stay on the way, collect money from them, do all sort of things. Then these parents will trade in the marketplace on top of the sun. And when you go to the market, the government officials are still there. Government people are still there, come and sell ticket to them. A trade that your parents put there. Monday I see you, I salute you, you're welcome to the house, but I'm about to be leaving now. The trade that your parents maybe start with 2,000 naira or even 500 naira. They will come there and give them ticket of even 500 naira, 200 naira, be giving them ticket. Then I now ask myself, these are the questions, and you as a hard man, these are questions you're supposed to be asking yourself. Now, someone who is trading with 20,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 2,000 naira, a government officials will come and give them ticket and be collecting 500, 1,000 naira away from them every day. Every day. Sometimes three government officials will go there, sell ticket to them every day. Then the market that they are giving them this ticket, the floor is not tied. It's not even concrete. There is no building roof over their head. They don't even have a toilet. They don't even have a bathroom. They don't even have water. And the government officials will come in there and collect money from them. And these parents, in this same business that they are doing in the marketplace, they will still gather some little money and pay that girl, that boy, see him through the university, through the secondary school, the primary school, the secondary school, the universities. After that, there is no job awaiting these people. You see, as a young man, you're supposed to know, we pay to the government right from the beginning to the end. How long are we going to allow this? They did all these things to our parents. Our parents did not want to see it the way I'm seeing it now. They do all these things to our parents. They are still doing it to you. Instead of you now to say, no, this is cheating. You know how it is. Sometimes when you do business, you will find out that, this thing is supposed to be 2,000 naira. How come it's now they are giving it to me for 5,000? When you go to the last store, it's 2,000. You will say it's a cheating. You know how you fight for it and get your money back. The same thing, why can't you as a young man now sit down instead of you to go and be forming courtists or to go and be killing innocent, that child that who is so brilliant, that child who is so bright that the parents, they see this child, they said, no, we'll do everything to sponsor this child, this boy, this girl out of university so that tomorrow will become somebody. Then after this child has been sponsored and been head into university, you will see one old boy, one old girl will come out there and say, come and join our society, come and join our courtesy, come and join us. Come, let me initiate you. And after initiate, instead of you to do that initiation and use it to ask yourself, begin to teach them something that the reason why we are suffering today is the government. So this force that we are creating is to create it against the government. But at the end, you people will create it and be using it to protect the government, to protect those who are killing you, those who did not allow your education to function, those who did not create a welfare, who did not create a sport, did not create anything for you that tomorrow you will enjoy from, tomorrow that you benefit from. Those who did not keep anything in reserve for you or your children, that tomorrow, because of the money you have spent, that you benefit from. I see you, brother. It's Summer 1. Let me bring you in because I'm about to leave. It's Summer 1. My people, I just beg you all, as a family, that who are...
Hello?
I see you.
OC Conflict.
Hey, see this man. Come,
What
you got a drag 140, 150. You want to kill yourself?
The highway.
You want not to kill yourself, or you know say I don't want here.
No, God no agree.
No, me self, I don't agree.
Happy Easter.
Hey, now wow, now so we see more. I wish you the same. Happy Easter.
Don't be sporty.
Today I they do my preaching
Yeah,
because
that's very good. Yeah.
sometimes sometimes this life we
Yeah.
we we feel know things. That's why you see sometimes in some organization, just like when you talk about all these government officials, you'll see their
Yes.
offices when they bring a good person into the arena, you will hear they will tell you say, not be like this we dey do am here. The way they do am here, we they go give a kickback to Oga. We hold Oga so person like this.
Yeah.
We hold him a respect. We need to go and pay dues to him. Instead of you holding the people that you are serving, the society, respect, or to him the respect from those society that you are serving, now you'll be holding respect to the Oga at the top and the people that who are killing us. So the whole thing they tire me. So it gets uncertainties when I see. So I just tire. I say no, but I don't want to shun because I know Facebook they go block me. So the thing touched
Yes.
me. So it touched me a lot. So I just have to. I look and say our people, we get good people. Sometimes they just need somebody who go touch them
Yeah.
to begin to see it right. So that's what I just came out to do this very hour. I salute you, my brother.
I greet
You are
you.
welcome to
I
the
greet
house.
your government.
I salute you.
Are you coming now?
God's power. I greet you. No,
God
wahala.
power.
May you continue your preaching.
Yes, so thanks a lot.
No
Thanks,
wahala, brother. I
I
greet
really appreciate
everybody.
you. You are
All
welcome,
right.
man. All right,
Okay.
bye bye.
Later. Eh?
Yeah, so
Can you come and pick me?
I salute you, God power. You're welcome to the house.
Yes.
Let me remove you so that I just do the little I can now before I leave. It's 1 hour something almost. So my people, I know say in Bafo, they complete for everybody. We all have our own. Everybody get one mistake another because if I tell you I'm surprised at some people will come out and say they are so clean. Some pastors will come out and say they are so clean. Some women ministers will come out and say they are so clean. Under the sun that you and me live, there is no one that is clean. Because every day, under the sun self, they turn the head upside down. Go make you do what you're not supposed to do. Go make you reason what you're not supposed to reason. According to the scripture, if you take a look person anyhow, na sin. If you too shout or you get weighted and misbehave, you take hate your neighbor, na sin. So you can see sin is everyday thing. So people, my brothers and sisters, I want us to know all these things. I did not just want to hurt anybody or to bug anybody. It's for we to know that in this old world, the only way out, when the young ones, the youth, begin to know their left from their right. Because sometimes there are some certain age that one gets to. You begin to understand that. So I never reasoned it like this before. I was just thinking that the way I was doing things, that is how it is. It's normal. After all, nothing happened. I'm saying, hey, Sama, you should not drive 140. My uncle that know me, Lesus, me, I dey drive kilometer, I dey drive and finish, then I don't even care about that. I have driven from Lagos, from Cotonou, from Lagos to Benin, 2 hours. 2 hours from Lagos to Benin, 2 hours. Anything that happened to me there, you cannot even see any of my pieces. But I don't care. Because sometimes the car I'm driving don't even have document. Because the document, when I take clear amount from the tinker or the apapa, it's not even complete. It's Oluwole. I do Oluwole. So the police that stop on the way, they are all in problem. So that is how it is. But all these things, there are certain stage you get to, you begin to ask yourself question. All these things correct? The people who have also drives the same thing as me, they will understand what I'm saying. So if you want to know the time, I will still tell you the year so that you know when that road was okay. Was okay for that. The only place that are always bad in that Lagos road is always that Ore. And when you come to Edo State, because the police there, what they do, I salute you, Omori. What they do, why that our place is always bad, I will tell you what they do. Once it's night, they will come out and dig the road a little bit. So that spot there will begin to spoil. So that is where you see them. That's why you see Edo State. God go help Edo State. Our police will be there. Our police will be there. Be there. Drilling us. Don't tell youth. It has been long. They have been doing all these things. Bill, Mike, I don't know if you are asking me a question because I see you said a young lady. I don't know if you're asking me a question or you are asking someone else a question. If it's me, then write it well. I'm always here for you. I'm always here for you and for you to do it right. We can do it together. We can save the country together. We can save everybody together by our words. Our body don't need nothing more than words. If anybody tell you that your body need food to do what is right, it's just these words of mouth. When the body, once you speak to the ears, the heart will work with it and your body will work with it. That is how everything works. That spirit that is in you will help to carry the message out. So we just need to talk to each other. Sometimes you see in life, I'll be doing something. It's like when one traveling abroad, I always say this. If you met a friends who are on car dealing thing, that is when you get it, that's what you're going to be doing. When you met one who is there selling clothes, that is what you're going to be doing. When you met the one on the street, that's what you're going to be doing. So you can see these things is what the words, that is all we need. So the words helps us. It nourishes our souls, it nourishes our spirit, it helps us to transform us so that we'll begin to see things that we don't see right. That is the reason why you see those 419 pastors, those 419 themselves, that's why they always get you easily. Because they know when you hear, sometimes you see like a woman, you always say, don't just give ear to a man. The moment you give ear, you let him speak. That word, you will be sleeping, you will surprise the word will come back and start hair calling in you. Your heart will begin to start and say, maybe this person might be a good person. Maybe this person, let me just try. Let me do this. That is how it is in life. So sometimes all these things I'm doing anytime I come out is to change somebody. And I thank God that I always change people's idea. I always help a lot of people. A lot of people always say, yeah, once they listen to me, they change. Their mission before, they have changed it. They are not doing another. They now see that all these things are just useless. They don't know. They did not look at it that way before. So in everything in life, how many years do we have to stay in this world? The first question you will ask yourself. So why creating problem for your children? Why not leave good name and let the bad name go on its own? Let good name live. Carry the bad name along so that people will be talking about you good. Because in everything in life, you that think that you have all the muscle, you have all the power, you have all the influence, who are those that have influence? Why is it that someone who always say, I am this, I am giant, I am this, I am that? The reason why you see a tough man in the street, the reason why you see a man will be telling you, you cannot do nothing, I am a strong man, is because the government is still siding them. Because they work for the government, they work for the police. So these people are the one protecting them, giving them power. So I always say this, there is no one who is an island. There is no man created by God who is a giant. No one. Or else, Samson would have not been killed. Or else, Goliath would have not been killed. They would have still been existing. Or else, Aaron of the Benin of Udo would have not been killed. So my people, there is no one. One thing we should understand, it is for we to begin to think, why is our nation, why is our state, why is our economies, why are they not functioning? Why is it that, as I always ask, what is wrong? Those things that will go to another country to go and import. What is wrong as a government that who are in position of wealth, of the resources of the state? What is wrong if the same government go out there to go and buy the machine and come and put it in the state so that the people in that state will learn how to use the machine and start to manufacture, rather to go there to go and be flying to the other country to go and be shipping it, import it to the country, or to go and refine it in another country and bring it here? Is it that those people they only have the chemical to make the thing work? If a governor can go extra length to go and buy one Hummer Jeep, a Jeep, bulletproof Jeep, 150 million thousand naira. How much is the machine to create a big factory for a whole community? How much is a machine to help the people in the village? Their cassava, they will turn into different things that they will sponsor, they will import out of this country. How much is the machine to take care of the mango, to turn mango to become juice, to turn orange to become juice? Even the white people, they use flour. Through flour, they get oil, which they add to their fuel, their petrol that they are selling in outside country, in this Europe. The fuel that they are selling, they bring those things. Some of them are out from the flour. And all these things, we have them all. There are trees in the village. There are trees. There is a big tree in the village. When you cut that tree, you will see blood will be coming out. If the white people have that kind of tree, I've seen that tree. If the white people have that kind of thing, that thing they would have used it to do another thing, or even be curing something, or even be flying an aeroplane. But it's wasting there. And we have young men who go to school to go and study science, to go and study how to recreation. They cannot create nothing. They don't, all they study, they cannot use it. I have never seen any student who come out today, because I study science, today I have identified something in so-so area, this leaf, we can use this leaf to do this, we can use this mango to change to another thing. No one. But the people that we always fly to this country to come and import, to bring down there. The white people, common flour, they will plant flour, they will bring out groundnut oil there. We rely on a groundnut. Just only groundnut. Even coconut, you make cream, make a lot of things. What is wrong if our government that who we are worshiping today, that who are there, to go, since the machine that create these things, that produce or that give them these things, what is wrong? If a governor can go and buy all this kind of Jeep, not just one, not just 10, they will buy 30, 50, 150 million, each one. They will keep it in their cap, in their pack. They will keep it there for no use, for eternity, for don't even touching it. Then that thing will remain there, will die there until then die. Will be untouchable. Nobody will touch it. When they know 150 million can produce about 10,000 machines that will help a state. So these kind of people don't even have anything in their head except how to build a mansion for themselves, except how to buy expensive things for themselves, except how to build house that they don't even step on. Just like Lucky Benedion, he went and built 500 rooms for when he know that thing is useless. He has nothing to do. He cannot help the state. Cannot help anybody. Just these people. So what sense does these people make that we want to allow them to continue? As a young man, that you cannot wake up and begin to ask yourself, as ones who's supposed to be, who study science, that is supposed to be going to the bush, going to some kind of places, begin to bring things out. The government will be sponsoring you. They will be taking care of your welfare, your well-being. Then when all these things are not there, these are the same people we want to continue with. Only how to kill, to steal. We'll continue with these same people. I salute you, Don Omoegbe, I salute you. Alice, I'm about leaving. Alice Evans, have to know, I salute you all. I salute you. Very, very well, Bill. I salute you. Thanks for understanding, because I know no matter how it is, the only thing we love is lie. Truth, we dey run from am. Odion Saige came out. He want to bring a bush lion picture out. It was almost it was 1,000 something. The other one came out, a bush lion that who have never gotten 500 before. When he want to start doing the same rubbish, it was 500 or something, almost 1,000. The other women will come out, they want to do a lot of things, say a lot of things that are irrelevant things that does not make sense, that will not add anything to nation building, 1,000 something. But when it's time for something that is good, this is where I know a church that will function, that will bring blessing, that will favor you, nobody will go there. Because everybody need it quick. Until we begin to understand that anything that you see too much people there, you must ask, what is the reason? Anywhere you see that are few, always know that there is something good there. Because in a human being history, no human being like anything good, like something. They don't want it. They know to get something good, you have to pass through some, you will suffer. You will pass through some kind of narrow road, narrow way. And in that process, you are going to hear a lot of talk, or you are going to, in the other way around, you are going to pass through suffer before you get it right. Before you will see that place, you will be benefiting. But that thing that will give you problem, give you headache, you will see a lot of people jumping on it. They want it. You see, when these people came out, they want to start all those things that they normally do, those noise making and things. You see, people will jump in there. They want to come and be commenting, fighting, writing, joining, adding issues to issues in the process. They want everything to spoil. They want everything to destroy. They want everything to just go. Not knowing that it's not like that. Something that is not good, there is always too much people. Anything that you see people rushing, he said, be careful. You don't, sometimes we are waiting for God to come and tell us again. When all these things has already been there, that is before us, we know that's how it is. Anything you see people are rushing in, be careful, my people. Be careful. Be careful. Because it might hurt you later on. You can see it. It's happening physical. You see their sag, everything when they go up, when they do this, people rushing, but the next thing you see problem coming out of it. That tells you that's how it is. So it's better for us to understand that the problems we have, we will not allow our parents to just pass through those pain in the previous government hand and police and soldiers hand. Then we will still come back again, still continue in our turn. So in our regime. So it's hard time. If you want to do it right, you want to go out there for protesting, you want to fight for your right, please, those that are doing it in Edo State and use the Edo State to mark the other states, please do it well. The government, they are not spirit. The government, they are not God. They are just human beings as you. So you as a citizens, you are the one to tell them what you want, not in the other way around. Not for them to be telling you how they want it. Because if they are telling you how they want this, how they want it, the country will never move forward. Any government that does not listen to the citizens, there's no way anything will work well. Because when you give a power to one person, to one set of people, there is no way we can go forward there. Everything will always be stuck. Everything will always be turning upside down. That's what we are facing today. Because these people, they will always do what pleases them. I have always said this. I have always described who they are. So I will not be telling you again. So if you want to know, you be going back to the previous video. So you might be listening and be getting it. Don't just listen a little. Finish everything. Because yours must be inside. Because that is why the Bible says the word is a circle. So be patient. What you want, it might be inside there. So just take your time and listen. And watch carefully. You will benefit from it. So please, brothers and sisters, I'm about to be leaving. Let us know that in this world, all we do is how to survive. So how do we survive? When we begin to tell ourselves the truth. When we begin to see it right. This rioting, this problem we are talking about is... This whole thing that I'm talking about is not just only the people in Nigeria. When we be abroad, we have a big part to play, big role to play. Because there's nothing like home. Abroad, we all find ourselves today. It can never be sweet, nor sweeter like Nigeria, like where you come from. The only thing you get here is this light we get 247. But it's the only light we get here. That's all. Without this, the light, the road, the securities, and all these things, you and me can make it work when we begin to do it by ourselves. The police, they have failed us. The government, they have failed us. The armies, they have failed us. Our leaders, traditional rulers, they have failed us. It's hard time we begin to come out and do it well. We are the one to fix it because they cannot do it for us. Oh. God bless you, brothers and sisters. I was about going to talk about things, those things that is happening in the media. Please, you see, it's none of my business. The only business I have in it is to tell them, for heaven's sake, you all should drop all those things. All you just need to do, concentrate on what you are doing. Let's help that good man. Let's help that good woman that who also feel the pain that is happening there. We just need to help ourselves. No one is perfect. Perfection is solely for God. Every other persons, we are just practicing. We are learning because we are humans. Sin, if you not even look for sin, it will find you if you don't know. Sin is like a man who is driving his car who don't want to have an accident. Instead of running 100, he's running 50, 40. The corner of the road that he still hang out, driving so that he will not be go and harm himself or anybody to jam him. That is where they will go and rush him. That is how sin is. We're supposed to ask God why he drives Satan come this earth. When two for that side, nothing stop him. So now we will come fit stop him. He go hard. So the only way out is for us just be a good person. Be good. Let everybody be good. Leave that thing that is eating you in your heart. Now you right. Now you right before. You are right. But let the people, let the mouth speak for you. My darling said, no need for you to go to fight again. Because when you see who is doing it for you, thank God. Without that, you are in trouble. If nobody is fighting for you, when one is doing it for you, just leave it. Because as at the time you try to do it yourself, you want to do it for God. I love this gospel song. Salute you all. By the grace of God, we will meet again in good health and a sound mind. I pray as we are jumping away from Easter, we will begin to know that yes, every other thing that fights us is our enemy. Any government that creates hunger, that creates pains in us, that did not give us job is our enemy. They are Satan. I pray that every youth begin to realize this in Jesus' name. John the Coker, long time, brother. John the Coker, long time. Please, let's feel the music together. Much respect, brothers and sisters. Amen, 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 amen. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you all. Bless God for today. Bye-bye for now.